Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so a lot of information is flooding around and a lot of opinions about the Banquet event details. Banquet event starting tomorrow, obviously, so catch me live for that. But you know, it definitely has divided community and there is quite a lot of bad feedback, which I think some of it is actually unfair. I do think that there are a lot of net positives to be taken from this. Like one of these threads, like this one, compared effectively the amount of resources you got in Cyber Weekend for spending 15k units and what you get here. And you know, the Banquet event is just unquestionably significantly better for like a 15k unit investment to get like all the milestones and stuff, provided that we do well enough in the Realm event. But still, you do get a lot for it. At the same time, there is an issue of Kabam just randomly increasing the amount of units are required from us. And, you know, that kind of catching players off guard. And that's just in general an extremely kind of like, let's say, unpleasant trend with Kabam. You could say it's greedy, you could say it's underhanded, but the same events that used to cost you 10k units or 8k units or 6k units a couple of years back cost now, for instance, 15k. And you'd say it's like, yeah, but you get more stuff. Well, no, not necessarily, because in retrospect, the value of things change. And for instance, you know, 7-star shards this year, right now, are significantly less valuable than 6 months ago. So are, you know, tier 4 alphas and stuff like that. Right. As an alliance or solo enter woods, when you get like a couple of tier 4 alphas there, with you needing to spend like 20k units or something like that, or 30k units to get, let's say, in the top, you know, 3 or 5%, and you don't even get a full tier 4 alpha, that seems quite silly, considering that something like Autumn of Agony has 3 tier 4 alphas, and you don't have to really spend anything to get that. You have to play the game. So that is one thing that I definitely observed with the Banquet. The reward distribution is just off the whack. When it comes to the stuff that you get in the milestones, when you get in the Realm event, and then you look at stuff like Alliance rank rewards, you know, for, let's say, top 5% Alliance. You get 6-star Nexuses. That shouldn't be there. You get 6-star Nexuses if you're in top 10 Alliance. So if you are in one of the 10 whaliest alliances, Kabam still thinks it's, you know, a good idea to give you 6-star Nexuses. That's just, you know, belittlingly incompetent, to say the harsher word. It just doesn't fit that at all. And, you know, there are other issues like Alliance event in itself being extremely meh. And again, even though Kabam, you know, said we haven't taken anything away from you guys, it is quite clear that a lot of content from the solo and alliance ones has moved to the Realm event. Again, it has its pros, it has its cons. But to say that the rewards are like underwhelming and bad, I noticed this guy, Double Helix, shout out to him. I will leave a link to this thread on forums in the video description as well as I uploaded. But he effectively listed how many units you have to spend in order to get, you know, up until these rewards. So, you know, tier 4 alpha catalyst plus obviously everything below that. Another tier 4 alpha catalyst, everything below that. The box keys, also sensor isophene, turns out to be around 15,050 units. And then I actually asked in his thread, like, whether he can make like a end sum table, how much of the important stuff you are getting per your unit spend. And again, we're going to be taking a look at your 15k unit spend. There's like tier 2 dust, so it's 1 ascension, 15 tier 5 class catalyst crystals, 23 tier 3 alphas, 23 tier 6 basics, 14 tier 6 class catalysts, 6 tier 4 alphas, 60,000 7-star shards, 5,000 Titan shards, which I do think is way low. 7-star Awakening Gem, 70 Guardian signature stones, 30 generic signature stones, 3 Guardian keys, so that's effectively 3 7-star champions, one of the 6 new buffed ones, 7-star 1 to 2 gem, and Guardian's Awakening Gem, and an Isophene. That's provided we hit that objective. That's what you get for 15k. That is a whole lot more. Plus, obviously, all the contents from the superior Banquet crystals, which will also inevitably add up to something decent at the very least, hopefully. Right? Because, you know, it should have a fairly meaningful amount of stuff in it. I think I saw a picture floating around not too long ago from the Banquet crystals. So we can use this one, I suppose. So let's open this one up again to have it in a better graphic. Come on. There we go. Line being a bit slow, but basically this is the contents of it. So zoom in a bit more. And, you know, each of these crystals will either give you 7-star signature stones, 7-star shards, titan shards, some of the unique crystals, or 7-star crystals flat out. The keys are in there as well. Obviously, there will be tier 3 alphas, tier 6 basics, tier 6 and tier 5 class catalyst crystals as well, which is less than ideal, but this stuff would be 50%. So every other crystal that you open will get you, you know, there's no 6-star shards in there. There's no 6-star sig zones. So every other crystal will give you some more 7-star shards or titan shards or 7-star signature stones or something like that. So that will add quite a bit of value to all of it as well. But even without that, there is quite a bit here. So whilst I am by no means trying to defend Kabam in what they're doing with this event, I also do not and cannot say that there is like little value in it. I hate the trend that they are ever so often going for more expense, more money. You need to buy more bundles. You need to get more units. That's crap. At the same time, and nobody likes the feeling of missing out. At the same time, even, you know, the 10k unit spend, you'd still get decent-ish amount of stuff, aside from the fact that there's no rank 3 in there, but you'd get 8,000 7-star awakening gem shards. Maybe you can get the missing 2k from the Banquet crystals, still some guardian signature stones, 1 to 2 gem, a guardian key. Obviously you do want to get 15k because all the best part lies somewhere in here. This is a tricky one. This really is a tricky one. But I figured that maybe putting all of this together in like a table could kind of show what you are getting for those 15k units. And again, I really don't like what Kabam is doing. But at the same time, you do need to find some, you know, positives. This will not help at all to the people who will end up missing out on a ton of things. But there was a thread, I believe, from yesterday that I wanted to show you guys as well. Bank rewards are good. Here you go. Which also shows what you got approximately in Cyber Weekend. Cyber Weekend, 15k units. 2 7-star crystals, approximately. Tier 4 alpha deal. But yeah, so 15k units. If you add in here, let's say if you collect, you know, these bundles. Because this 15k units didn't even get you here. 15k units is what you needed to spend to get this in the first place. And you didn't really get much more. You got less in Cyber Weekend. Perspective, I guess. But leave it to Kabam to, you know, piss off so many people with the quote-unquote biggest event that they're doing. There are positives for sure with the way they are distributing top-end rewards in the Banquet event, for instance, because previously, unless you made the top 120 or top 60, you got, you know, none of the most exclusive rank-up materials. So I like that bit a lot better. Do like the new Banquet crystals better with no 6-star stuff in it, finally. But Kabam certainly did some Kabam certainly pulled some dirty moves here as well, with taking away units. Previously, this was like 3k, 4k units that you get within the Banquet event itself. There is one thing that I wanted to mention. One final thing. We do not know how the login calendars are going to look like in the December, because Banquet event typically also gets some sort of login calendar that has more of the Banquet crystals in it and stuff like that. So that could also be significant, or at the very least helpful in reducing the spend by a little bit. But we'll see about that. Either way, let me know now that a day has passed. What do you think about the Banquet event? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the